Yo, what is up, YouTube? It is OG, and today we're going to be playing with some friends from the Asian server. So we got Marlex. He is currently number 3 in the world, and then we have his buddy 2, who is pretty high up. Wait, is that Marlex? Okay, yeah, that's Marlex. Who's this guy? Okay, so he's at 18.8k, which is nothing like amazing. But Marlex top 3 in the world, and a lot of the times that we've been playing, I've been playing on the Asian server with them because they are both Japanese, I believe. So I've just been going there, and it's kind of interesting. It's kind of like a different meta, I feel. So I wanted to tape the games for you guys. Let's hop into some games. All right, guys. So we are going to be hopping into our very first game on the Asian servers with the number 3 player in the world, who happens to be, I believe, Japanese. And you're not going to see it in the replay because, unfortunately, I was live recording and commentating at the same time. But my phone's really low on memory space. So the recording didn't save just because it was like too big of a file or whatever happens sometimes. So I had to go over the videos and just like re-record it. But I actually do have a lot of delay right now. So you can see my teammates and myself are doing a pretty decent job so far. We did get the first siege robot, and I am on Jean, which is a pretty strong pick. Bo is kind of iffy, but Nita's also pretty decent. Nita's good against their comp actually, the Bull and the BB. I forgot her name for a second. So I'm gonna like pull the bull there just to break the walls for the next push. We're actually gonna get pretty decent damage. I don't know why they left it alone there. It's just gonna do an extra like 20-25% because they were busy chasing me down. But they definitely could have prevented a lot of that damage, and we do have the lead for the second robot. So nice mine placement by Marlex right there. I'm gonna whiff my super. Like I said, I do have massive delay right now. Asian servers are pretty bad. Not bad players, just bad for like NA delay. And we're just gonna like kind of like chip down. Bull is gonna be very annoying here. He has so much HP, especially with that new star power. Marlex is gonna get a little too aggressive and get taken out, so we're gonna not have as much support as we'd like for this push. I think I can do a decent job supporting it. Maybe actually, probably not. Jean's not very good at supporting robo pushes, so it's actually gonna do 0 damage. Which is a little unfortunate, but we do have complete mid control, which is always nice. So that's one of the reasons why you always want to get the bot if possible, unless like it's a really like specific situation, just because you get that mid control after, and you know you can get a really nice positioning, I guess, for the next robot. So you can see we already caught up, and it's actually going to be really close here. So I think we're definitely going to get this robot now because they could have gone for a few bullets, but they choose to just chase down for kills. So just because of that, we are actually going to take the robot by 2 bullets, and at this point it's pretty much GG. There's no way they can do that much damage. So I mean, there is a way, but it's not happening. So we're just kind of like gonna finish them off nice and slowly, you know, no need to rush it. So we do end up 100-0ing them. Alright, so I am going to be on BB for this one just because I wanted to see what BB was like with delay, and it was not very pretty. There is like a really delay in her animation with the bat wind up, so you can see I do get the first hit off on the BB, so you just kind of like have to incorporate into the timing. Like, it's not like the worst character to play with delay by any means, it's just like different kind of. So you can see it's pretty even right now. We do have a Crow on our team, which definitely isn't the best, but we do a good job, and they have a turret, which kind of evens it out. Tara kind of sucks at siege. But they are going to get the first robot here, so I don't even need to really like push it back, just because I can do so much more damage if I just like start swinging at it. And our Crow is going to get taken out there, but we're doing a pretty good job on defense against it. So I'll just like do my bubble, and my bubble actually comes back around and hits the penny. That was totally intentional. Don't worry, guys, I got those bubble shots. And we're actually going to have a really good start here on the second robot, up 3-0. They are going to snag one there, but I'll chase her down and make sure she doesn't get away with any more. So Tara does have super, but our Penny is going to get that bolt off before she gets solo sucked, so that's really good. And you can just see the Tara minion doing a lot of healing here. Like, I think I could have took her out if it wasn't for the Tara minion. I go for the last chance bubble, but even if it hit, it wouldn't have killed her just because of the Tara minion. The Tara minion is really good if it's positioned correctly. It's just hard getting a position like that sometimes without killing the person that you do suck and then getting in front of it. So Tara's going to go for a pull on our Penny. Doesn't work out this time. Penny is going to be free to put her turret up. So she wanted to put it a little closer because it is out of range of the siege, or the safe actually. So that's a little unfortunate, but it's going to do good pressure, and if it blows up it may hit it. I'm not sure from that distance, but like I said last time, we have total control, but they do have a pretty big bolt lead. So if they do manage to get one of us down, then they can kind of take over that side and most likely take the robot. But we're doing a really good job just holding it down, and I think they may have given up, or that Penny may have at least. But we're all doing a pretty good job just like maintaining control, and we do tie it up luckily. If they did get that robot, odds are they could have won, but you know, we did a good job just holding it down. So they do have the Penny thing, so you'll see the Penny trying to go for it, but I do get my bubble off and I hit it once. I probably could have positioned it a little better. So she does get her robot, her mortar off, not her robot. And I think that's going to do it for this one. So we do manage to take another win on the Asian server. Alright guys, so we did switch over to gem grab. I wanted to play Spike a little bit because we were kind of going like 1-1 a little bit, and we were getting some NA games too, which is big disadvantage for my team. I'd rather get Japanese just because it's one person at a disadvantage myself rather than two people at a disadvantage being my teammates. So I'm going to go Spike. Spike's always my favorite character to play with delay. That's part of the reason why I went for Spike, just because he was so good with shot delay and it used to be so prevalent. It's gone a lot better, but you can see Spike's really good at controlling this map just because of how the corridors are set up. It's really good range for his just basic attack, and he has like good value from his supers over the walls too. So as long as I don't get matched with like a thrower or something, I can usually win my matchup here. So I am going to do work on that Nita, and the Nita just kind of give up my side, and by doing that I can just like pinch over and like hit her teammates too. I have that new star power on just to be extra toxic, and you know, I don't need to like pay attention or even do anything just because the new star power literally does everything for you. So we are gonna like completely control this game so far, and you know, I don't really need to use my super there, but why not? At this point the game's kind of won in my eyes, so as long as nobody does a big throw. They do have a Jean, so the Jean can pull us, but she'll need to pull the bow because myself and the Nita both have a gem. I have two now, so either both of us have to die or the bow, but I think we'll be fine. The Nita is going to do a good job taking out the Jean, and just like that, we are going to pick up another win on the Asian server. Alright, now I wasn't too sure if these guys were on the Asian server or not because their name is Luffy, and Luffy is from One Piece, which is Japanese anime, and then Angel U sounds like very Japanese to me too, but then Bogmire definitely doesn't really sound Asian. I don't know. And I did have a bit of delay this game, I think. I can't really fully remember. But you can see I do have that Spike versus Rosa matchup again, which is a pretty good matchup for me. Obviously, Rosa has that sustain when she gets in the grass. But with my new star power, I can literally like pretty much hit her every time she's in the grass. So that way at least I know where she is, so she can't really sneak up on me as much. And my bow's going to do a really good job pinching here. And we're just going to like sandwich her kind of. He hits all three of his shots right there. Does take her out, so now I can kind of like push up, and they're gonna switch the BB onto me, I think, at this point, just because it's a much harder matchup for Spike, and Rosa can deal with Nitas, especially if she gets in that grass, but the Nita's doing a really good job just kind of holding her off, and she'll toss her bear backwards, that way she can start regenerating a new bear while that old bear goes up. So it's a decent strategy. I think it's better in Brawl Ball, to be honest, because that way you get the shield and you're coming up this way. They can just kind of back off, and there's something you can really do. You can see the BB on the other end of things is kind of like pushing up a little bit, but I have that new star power, so again, I don't even need to aim. I can just hit her every single time because it's such a great star power. And I think I'll go for a super here. Oh, actually, I panic here. I'm pretty sure. But the bow is going to get taken out. No, I do hit her with my super, so decent super on my end, and we're going to take out the Rosa too, and that's where I panic a little bit, but I do block off the BB's path to the gems, but their Poco is going to be up there with his super, so our Nita is going to stay alive. I think that's because of the bear healing. That Bruce bear healing comes in very clutch, so we just gotta kind of like hold them off. It's just the BB at this point, so he's going to do a good job placing some mines that limits where she can come from, and we're just going to kind of like suffocate her. And just squeeze her down into the bottom right corner and take her out and pick up another dub. Alright guys, so this is going to be the last final game on the Asian server. So I am going to get paired up with the Barley this game, which is a super toxic matchup. And I don't really have the good side for Barley with the new RNG, just because you can see it curves always to the right side, and mine just kind of curves into the wall at this angle. So if I did have the other side, it would have been a lot better, but that's okay, because our bow is going to help me out here. He does a really good job just kind of like chipping down the Barley a little bit, and I think I can finish him off, but that's a stain from his shot, or from the Barley's star power. definitely keeps him alive there. And our Bo notices that I have a tough matchup and I'm not really playing to my full potential right now, so he does plant his mines. Just that way the Barley can't camp at those walls too hard. But our Nita's been doing a really good job just kind of like holding it down this whole time. And she does get her bear off, which is going to pressure the Poco into the bow shots. And the bow is going to finish off my guy too. So Marlex is having a really good game so far. And now that I kind of have positioning, I can do a little more. But the Barley does have super, so he can kind of push me back whenever. So I definitely need to respect that. Just back off. But my teammates are going to grab the last gem. And just like that, it looks like pretty promising so far. So as long as like Poco doesn't get his heal, and we can just kind of chip them down. So you can see my RNG just being toxic, and the Barley is going to get pinched there. And the Gene did have pull, but he wouldn't have killed any of us anyways. So he went for me just to troll. And that is going to do it, guys. Alright guys, so that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I got Cash to join for the outro, and needs a walk, so I gotta get going soon. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Shout out to Marlix and the other guy. I have no idea what his name is, but thank you very much for putting up with me and a little bit for the video. But yeah, definitely a big shout out for them, and I'll be back tomorrow. Peace.